quail. You can hear sparrows. You can even hear a dog barking. Or a cop coming up the street doing his daily patrol to make sure everybody's in their box and behaving in a manner which does not harm others. This is like my third attempt at film school, where you learn to try to focus on the subject at hand without being distracted. But I've always believed that spontaneous filmmaking is better than scripted filmmaking, and you see all these Hollywood reality shows that are supposed to be spontaneous, but they're not. I spent a lot of time in Hollywood. The first time I went to Hollywood was around 1977 to 1980. And I wasn't involved in the filmmaking process. I was involved in the human engineering of talent and artists and artistic creations, and devoutly studying one of the greatest writers that ever lived, at least profound, profuse writer. And I won't mention his name because that's not what this video is about. This is my morning meditation, so I'm trying to clear my mind to talk about things that I really want to talk about. To so far just 127 subscribers. So just thinking in numbers, because you can take the banker out of the bank, but you can't take the banking out of the banker once it's been trained into him. But my second stint in Hollywood was between 1993 and, let's see, 4, 5, 6, that's another 3 years. And that time I went there to make a movie called The Penny King. And it was funny because I'd learned in Portland before I went back to LA that people on the streets, homeless people, these protesters, these people who have no jobs, who can't get a job, who aren't smart enough to get a job, who aren't brilliant enough to use their two hands and do something with them, create something that benefits culture and society or other humans. They didn't understand that, or money, or how to be talented, or how to gain a skill or a trade. And so I got this idea in my head, sitting one day, to go to Hollywood again. This time, don't study, don't learn, apply what I've learned. So I made up some bearer stock certificates called Penny King. I hand wrote the first one. Penny King Productions, Inc. Corp. Incorporated, INC period, and bearer shares, and I put them down at, I think I authorized 500 trillion shares or something like that. Authorized, it means author, comes from the word create, author, put into existence, poof. Anyway, so I wrote the first one. It was handwritten, and who knows who got that. I don't know where it is. I think I had it in a plastic covering saved with my stuff in my second and third ex-wife got a hold of it, and I don't know where it went. But at the time I was writing in there that those shares could be cashed in for a minimum of a nickel a share. So I'd sit on the bus trying to go to these gigs. They're called, I call them laughing and clapping gigs, where you sit in the studio audience. Places like Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher, you know, you sit there and the applause sign would come on and you go, yay. Or then another sign would come on, laugh. And then you'd laugh. And I got issued these shares. I made copies at Kinko's. Remember Kinko's? Now they're UPS, and who knows what's going to happen to UPS when the drones come out. But anyway, Hollywood is not what it appears to be. That's why I got out of there. My third stint in Hollywood. Wow, I won't even get into that. But the Penny King. It's a story. I can't tell it in 10 minutes. It's like, wow. Put it this way. It's about the world's first trillionaire, and you can't tell if it's really happening or if it's reality TV or if it's just, you know, fiction, fake news. It's like it's a movie that's been being made for the last, well, 64 years. It's about the world's first trillionaire and how he goes around the planet buying up the lowest common denominator of currencies, coinage, pennies, copper coins, .01, the number of the beast, and turns the pyramid upside down so that the 1% is on the bottom and the 99% is on top. Okay, that's the story. What else do you need to know?